Mhm.
All right, we're on part 8. Sound, no sound. You get in some fresh tobacco. Oh, yeah. Go. There we go. All right, let's get to it. All right, that goes down. See a loss.
I did what I had to.
Just a second. Yeah.
Why, thank you.
All right. Oh, can you get so?
This was beneath me. Watch this.
Taking my ass. Hope you all die.
So it's you, from the Officers Academy. Thank you for taking such good care of... It pains me to trouble you, but I humbly request your assistance in helping.
Predictable. Over already?
That was nothing. Only a fool challenges me. Apologies. It is decided.
Should I have held back?
Wide open. You are nothing. Not so fast.
The strong.
As expected.
don't know my own strength.
Weakling. That should put a stop to their reinforcements.
I aim for greatness. My technique could...
How do you like that?
How about this?
Splendor of nobility.
The nobles.
Good form.
That should do it. We've chased those ruffians away for good.
Thank you so much for your assistance. Please, accept this small gift as thanks.
We are grateful for your help.
You're welcome.
I doubt those bandits will stop anytime soon, but at least this village is safe. This village was important to the late king. If we hadn't saved it, I wouldn't have been able to face His Majesty.
How foolish.
Pardon?
We were protecting your subjects, not your ego. I don't give a damn as to whether you can bring yourself to face a dead king.
I will not tolerate such language from you.
I came here to hone my blade and to save innocent people. I suppose if I had died, you would say the same thing you did after Glenn's death. He died like a true knight. I have nothing more to say. I'm going back.
I'm sorry you had to see that. He's been that way for 4 years now. I don't suppose you'd care to hear about it. I lost a son in the tragedy of Dusker. Felix's older brother, Glenn. To this day, I'm proud of Glenn. He gave his life to protect Prince Dimitri. If he had abandoned His Highness and fled, I don't know that I could have forgiven him. I would have been deeply ashamed. But no one would have been more ashamed than Glenn himself. It was in his nature to be noble and true. As a knight serving the royal family, his duty was to be loyal to the end, even if it meant his life. If he had abandoned that duty and survived the incident, there's no way he could have lived on in peace. Felix can't understand that. He's young and foolish. Of course, I understand his sentiment, to some extent. It all comes down to, well, a difference of opinion. So that's how you feel about it. How fortunate Felix is to have met someone like you. There's nothing as heartening as having someone around who really understands you. He's an odd boy, thick-headed in some ways, but he's my son all the same. I'm glad he has you to look after him.
Right, this one's mission. Sorry again. Very patient. Or
Bernadetta.
Lady Edelgard, what can I do for you?
I appreciate all the effort you're making to overcome your fear of me. Your dedication is commendable. However,
I'm just getting in your way, aren't I? Knew it, Bernie. You're just an intruder. Nobody wants you around. Stupid. Oh.
Bernadetta,
Yes,
the problem you keep running into is that you don't listen to what people are really saying. That's why your efforts are in vain. You need to listen instead of jumping to your own conclusions. Are you listening to me?
yes.
Then why aren't you responding?
I wanted to listen until you were finished. Sorry. Were you finished then?
I was.
Then may I please scream now?
By all means. But please try to make it a fairly quiet one.
Just a tiny one. Wait. What was I upset about again? That's weird. I forgot why I was about to scream, and now I don't even need to. What a nice feeling.
You're trying your best. I know that. But even so,
But what? What did I do this time? I'm so sorry. Whatever it is, I'll go to my room and never bother you again.
wait, you didn't let me finish. I was only going to say that.
Ah, there you are. I just checked your room, but obviously you weren't in there.
Oh,
Reasonable. I just wanted to discuss something with you.
discuss? Is that really all? Okay, I can handle that.
Rash. There was a period of time, quite a while ago, when I acted much the same as you. I spent many hours locked away in my own room.
You did? Really?
Really? Because I understood where you were coming from, I knew I had to intervene. Whether you're hiding under your pillows or not, trouble will come our way sooner or later. At that time, is it better to have wasted your energy hiding away? Or better to have spent it honing your skills so that you can lend a hand?
But even if I did train, what's the point? It's not like it would do much good.
Don't speak so disparagingly of yourself. It doesn't help things. You have plenty of strengths.
No, you think so?
Just look how quickly you sprint back to your room, for example. With more practice, I have a feeling you could outrun most anyone. You're also exceedingly talented in the arts. Surely there's a creative way to apply those talents on the battlefield. Stop wasting your breath and energy on putting yourself down. Just try your best. I'm not giving up on you. You have so much power in you, just waiting to be unleashed.
You really believe all that? That's so nice. All right. For you, Ingrid, I'll do it.
Excellent. Let's be on our way.
yes.
Hey, wait! What are you doing? I didn't agree to this! Put me down! Do you have to be so bouncy?
That got us here much quicker, don't you think? Let's begin. Let's warm up by sparring.
Oh, stop, please! I surrender!
Giving in so soon? There's no such thing as surrender on the battlefield.
Ow!
Hello, Marianne. You're well, I hope.
Yeah, go grab
I am Lawrence. Thank you.
this one on down the way to
I
pass.
cannot help but notice you do not look it.
Is that so? I feel fine. Was there something you needed?
How unseemly of me. My apologies. It is not my intention to stare.
Does something about me seem off?
Oh, not at all. I was just remembering your father. Or rather, comparing my experience of him to you. Your father, Margrave Edmund. He is one of the shrewdest nobles in all the Alliance, with a noted gift for pointed speech. On and beyond the battlefield, his words have the power to move friend and foe alike. My own father has said he would not want to make an enemy of him. Naturally, I am of the same mind. Your father is blessed with gifts of confidence and eloquence, yet compared to him, you seem always reticent and downcast. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cause you discomfort. It's just that the contrast between you and your father is striking.
I have very little in common with my adoptive father.
But he sent you to Garreg Mach. Clearly, he sees potential in you. I think I see it too. Yes, a certain charm, gravitas, if you will. Just like him. Ah.
I can't say that I know too much about him. I should be going now.
Yes, of course. Please, take care. Oh, such grace, such serenity. How could such a beauty be hiding in plain sight? With a little polish, she would shine magnificently.
Hey, Leone, are you just getting back? Whoa, what's with the bag? It's huge!
Oh, this? I thought I'd get all my chores done at once. Guess I got a little out of hand. Sorry to be a pain, but could you help me out?
I'm happy to help. Where'd you go to get all this stuff?
Well, first it was just the cloth scraps from the tailor, and then it was the used oil from a restaurant in town. After that, it was the books the scholars didn't know what to do with. I mean, that was just on the way.
Whoa, it sounds like you did a lot of running around today.
It wasn't so bad. I just figured it would save time if I did it all in one trip.
You planned all that out? Impressive! What are you gonna do with all that stuff you got?
The scraps will be good for dishcloths, and I can make soap from the oil. The books are just to help with my studies.
You really can't let anything go to waste, can you?
Nope, can't stand the idea.
Who knew you were so thoughtful? I mean, with actual thinking ahead. You're so generous to everyone and always making me food. I never knew how much thought you must put into it.
I cook to relax, and it's nice seeing how enthusiastic you get about eating what I make. Whatever I give away is just the stuff that isn't useful to me. I pick up all sorts of things when I'm in town. Giving things like that to people who need them or who can actually use them makes sure they aren't wasted.
That makes sense. You've got to use up the stuff you've got after all. Hey, do you think you're like this because you didn't have much growing up?
I guess times were tough now that you mention it. The folks in my village definitely aren't rich. My dad had to go through a lot of trouble to get the recommendations I needed to attend the academy. That doesn't mean I've grown up to be stingy. It just means I don't like to squander. Anyway, enough of that. It's in poor taste to go on about your own hardships. I've always got time for a meal with a friend, and it so happens I picked up some choice meat today. Why don't we share it?
Now you're speaking my language.
That only thing better than boys. Let's go on the mission.
Now. The situation in Ramire Village has changed drastically. We don't know much more than that. We're hearing reports that the villagers are killing each other. Some say houses are burning. Regardless, we need to move.
Help! Somebody please help!
What's going on here?
This is horrific. It's even more revolting. More terrible than I expected.
Yes, we must find a way to save this village.
True. But if we are not careful about how we proceed, we will only increase the death toll.
The villagers are attacking each other. Let's knock them all out one by one.
Oh, so reckless. You do know that if we mess up, we will either kill or be killed, right? Still, we cannot just stand here twiddling our thumbs and doing nothing.
I'd really like to go home now. But there's no time for thoughts like that. We have to help them. I am waiting for your orders with full readiness.
Wait. Those people over there, they seem to be observing the chaos. They must be behind this. Eliminate them and rescue all of the unafflicted villagers.
Thank you very much.
Much appreciated.
I am grateful.
Thank you.
There are some suspicious-looking ruffians out there, but our top priority is to rescue the villagers. Got it? I'll rein in the villagers who've turned violent. You focus on rescuing the others.
Stay focused.
Kill! Kill!
I will prevail.
I am Ferdinand von Ayer. That was nothing.
Let us away.
Ready.
Let's get to it.
I got this.
I'm on it.
Oh no.
No.
Nice try.
The one giving commands in the back. I'm certain that's Tomas the librarian.
Not so fast! Yeah! Saw it coming! Thank you.
Oh, lovely. Allow me to demonstrate.
That is that.
Any experience.
Gonna need you to move!
Tomas, what are you doing here? Dare I even ask?
I'm not Tomas. My name is Solon, the savior of all! What's the matter? So shocked you can't even speak? You were so easily fooled by my disguise. I was hiding away in Garrick Mach to get the blood of that little girl called Flame. With her blood, we'll be one step closer to realizing our goal.
I'll have a bit of fun here, too.
That's the Death Knight. He must be an ally of Tomas, or Solon, or whoever he is.
Alright. So it's no longer about rescuing the village.
Tetsu!
Cursed Fellstar. This will be a fine opportunity to measure your power.
Any experience?
Why have you gone after this village? What are you planning?
I could have conducted this experiment on any test subjects. Now that I have what I came for, I must bid you farewell.
I must go.
Wait! Damn it, he's gone.
We let him get away. I'll survey the village. There may still be enemies in hiding.
Looks like we somehow managed to sort things out, and casualties were kept to a minimum. They said they weren't picky about who they used as their test subjects. Because of them, the people of Ramire Village.
There you are.
That armor. So, you're the Flame Emperor.
Yes. I believe you have met my subordinate, the Death Knight.
Oh, we've met all right. But back to you. You're the one responsible for the destruction of this village.
Do not get the wrong idea.
What in blazes does that mean?
It is true that I am working with Solon, but that does not mean our objectives are the same. Had I known they planned to do this, I would have stopped it. You have my word.
Your words are meaningless. Now, I'll have to insist that you accompany us back to the monastery.
I cannot abide that. However, if you wish to join forces, I will hear your plea.
What?
If left to their own devices, they will commit countless more violent acts like this one. Do you not wish to prevent that? With the sword of the Creator on our side, Solon would not be a threat. You are lying. I can see that you cannot contain your fury toward me. pity. Pray that you do not live to regret your choice.
Gerald, Professor, have you seen Lady Edelgard?
What's wrong, kid? Huh? Oh, damn it! He's gone. Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you. Since coming to the monastery, you've changed. You've been angry since we first arrived in Remire Village. And you look so happy when you're instructing the brats. Before the monastery, I'd never seen you bear your emotions like that. Not once. Or maybe there was never any reason for us to leave the monastery. I've put my foot in my mouth, haven't I? Though I suppose it may be nearly that time. Come to my office when you next have a moment to spare. There's something I need to tell you.
Just what was that about? I can't recall a time of old when you were at the monastery. I wonder what is hiding in the mist that is your past.
Professor, I don't know if this is appropriate to say, but admirable work out there. I really believe we did all that we could. No mortal is all-powerful. We must try to stay positive, even through the horror. I hear the so-called Flame Emperor appeared in Remire Village as well. Hubert told me that you spoke with him. And do you believe him, Professor? That makes sense. It's hard to trust someone without knowing who they are, or how they're connected to all this. Even if his words are true, his objectives are still unclear. But if the Flame Emperor should someday reveal his true intentions, maybe then he will appear before you without his mask, and you can look in his eyes and decide what you believe.
Adel, I need to ask you something. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I interrupt?
No, not at all. If you'll excuse me, Professor.
You did well handling that awful business in Remire Village. I am certain the goddess shares in our grief at the senselessness of that calamity. More importantly, I was shocked to hear that our own Tomas was actually a dark mage. I must reflect on our blindness.
You surely must. You failed to notice that a rat was hiding in your home. Pathetic! Who are these wicked foes? How did Tomas escape your gaze?
Tomas came to the monastery 40 years ago, by recommendation of House Ordelia of the Alliance. Around 8 years ago, he went back to House Ordelia, before returning to the monastery once again just last year. After having worked at Garreg Mach for decades, why would he betray us now? Just what did he hope to accomplish? Yuritsa became a professor at the Officers' Academy because of a recommendation from the Imperial nobility. Supposing that he is the Death Knight, that means that our enemy is an organization that has taken root in at least 2 territories.
In the long history of the Church of Seiros, no, long before even that, there have been an endless number of threats to the peace of Fodlan. Yet those who oppose us still operate in the shadows. Their identity's a mystery. I believe that Solon and the Death Knight are merely one part of a much larger whole.
A threat to Fodlan's peace? That means we have no choice. We have to stop them all.
Without knowing what their objective is, we cannot afford to act recklessly. The Knights will investigate. For now, you and your class should focus on your training. That is all for today.
Professor, please wait. I know there is much that you still do not understand. However, one thing is clear. You possess great power. I believe that you are destined to be a source of great hope for all. In any case, I expect great things from you. Walk this world proudly, dear Professor. May the goddess Sothis protect you.
The goddess Sothis? Is that what she just said?
Is something the matter? I see. Sothis is the goddess's true name. Please do not use it carelessly. Farewell.
Do not say something that we may regret. What exactly am I? For now, let's leave this place. Please, go!
Part 1. White Clouds. Ethereal Moon. The Cause of Sorrow. Though most stars will still glimmer in the crisp winter air, the Blue Sea Star has gone back into hiding. Legend states that the goddess prays for peace from her home in the heavens. In the town of Garreg Mach, the anniversary of the monastery's completion nears, and the people's prayers intensify ahead of the Millennium Festival, still 5 years hence.
Sorry to trouble you.
Oh, you're fine, homeboy.
We are planning a grand ball for this month. I'm sure the students will be most pleased.
Yes, certainly. However, we must not devote all of our time to frivolity. We have a new mission for you. We have found evidence of someone sneaking into an unused chapel.
It is a building that was once a temporary sanctuary, at a time when the monastery was under renovation.
This month, your class is tasked with guarding the chapel and investigating these intruders. With the recent state of affairs surrounding the Holy Church, we cannot afford to overlook any abnormality, no matter how seemingly trivial.
I am ordering a seasoned knight to assist you to ensure the safety of the students. In times like these, I am afraid we must always expect the worst.
Reporting for duty, Lady Rhea.
I thought you two could use the time to bond. And to speak of important matters.
Appreciate the thought.
Bear in mind that Geralt has a separate mission of his own. He will join you once he has finished it.
It's true. I'll be away from the monastery for a while. But when I return, I'll come and watch you work. I'll be looking forward to it.
Oh, boy. Yeah, How did I just fly? What was I kicking?
Oh.
I'll explore this town around. This is really everyone.
Really?
Before each help the student, it is a May I ask a favor of you?
Hey, what are the other Chris?
Right.
What we gotta go down the stairs?
I could use your help.
Linux.
Hey. The librarian. Whatever. Are you considering me as our representative for the White Heron Cup? I was joking. You really couldn't. I have a request.
I hope you're up for a challenge.
Thank you.
It cannot be. To think that I know not how far to take my search. Unlike the monks, some are in quite unique search. I have a request.
Practice yields result.
The other no but me. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Impressive. Nice work.
Yeah.
Before each house, the student, it is the.
I hear you. On an average year, charm is important.
Alright, so we're gonna take a slight intermission. I need a drink too. Oh no, got adoption. Alright. Headphones check. And Alright.
No.
I was at a... She appeared out of no... Ha! We soon... So...
Great work. But no.
Well, this is fascinating. Following this equation... Linhardt. Here again, I see. Go away, Hubert. Now is not a good time. Ah, yes. The double line becomes a helix, and its arc... No, that cannot be correct. Now is exactly the time. Lady Edelgard requests your presence. Come. The lecture is about to start. Politely inform her that my research is vastly more important than whatever it is she has to say. While your passion may be admirable, it is sadly misdirected. This matter takes priority. Return to your hobby when your duty is done.
Hobby? This research will most certainly prove useful in the future.
The Empire requires you to be useful now. I should think you would want the same. You have an almost unparalleled intellect, a singular focus, and unfettered imagination. In truth, you have talents that many, including myself, will never have the privilege of possessing.
Are you complimenting me, Hubert? That alone deserves to be studied.
Let me finish. I haven't an ounce of respect for the cause you have chosen to waste your talents on, which changes frequently, I might add, with no rhyme, reason, or results. Learn to apply yourself to something constructive. You may still have a bright future.
That sounds suspiciously as if you're not going to leave me alone. I just want to live a life doing things that interest me. Is that so wrong?
That is unacceptable, even for a nobleman. Her Highness will soon ascend the throne. She's attempting to deal with such noble privilege head-on.
You have a point, and I understand where you're coming from. But I can't do it. I can't bring myself to work for someone else.
Pathetic. Keep to your books, then. Goodbye, Linhardt.
Now then, where is that book on dance?
Hello, Flayn. I'm curious if you could confirm some suspicions I have.
Hello, Linhardt. What is it?
I've recently been lost in study on the topic of Saint Sethline. You're familiar with her life, yes?
I know a little of her, as do many. But what does this have to do with me?
Interesting that you would ask that. Your question betrays your understanding of my inquiry.
I am quite certain that it does not, as a matter of fact.
I have interviewed several members of the Academy and the Monastery. All agree that you have trouble focusing on detail-oriented work. As I mentioned, I have been carefully researching Saint Sethline's history, and I found several intriguing anecdotes concerning her life. Granted, it is not stated explicitly in the texts, but it is easy enough to read between the lines and get to the underlying truth. The authors of several tomes, all written within 50 years of Saint Sethline's passing, imply she found it difficult to maintain focus on detail-oriented tasks. Then, just this morning, as I was studying statues of Saint Sethline, I came to realize how similar her visage is to your own. Interesting, no?
I do not appreciate your disrespectful approach to this topic.
No disrespect intended, I assure you. Saint Sethline is a major saint. I only mean to say that looking like her is an honor.
I actually meant that you are being disrespectful to Saint Sethline.
There was one other item.
If you must.
You are quite skilled in white magic, yes? My understanding is that you have a very high affinity for the art.
Yes, I do. I am confident in my abilities. I am glad of my abilities, for it is a way in which I am able to help others.
Indeed. Once more an echo of Saint Sethline. I'm so curious as to why such similarities exist. Her crest? Perhaps hereditary traits then? Or is it possible I am allowing myself to see patterns where there are none?
I am very busy searching for a book. I will be going now.
You better get in for shit.
Well,
Get in theory, heavy.
Need something? This one? You're up. This one? You're all set. 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 See you again soon.
Hello, Professor. I have never danced in front of people before. Not even once in all my life. I'm very much looking forward to it.
Before each house, the student, it is a very precious. Before the ball, each house, the student who is, it is a very precious.
Get that, son. No. Way.
That's so.
Thanks. I'm glad I asked you.
Really? Alright, Ferdinand.
Never. I am quite pleased. You really think it's
I'm getting it. No problem. Not as hard as I... like to do the... All thanks to your... I understand. All...
Alright. Any lecture?
I gotta ask you something. Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I should level up.
Professor. Whew. Oh, Professor, are you here to train? I knew it! Gotta train daily. Legs, back, chest, arms, abs. Gotta work them all, right? I just finished training, and I feel great. Check me out. Are my muscles bulging? Another day of training, and my muscles are ready to burst. Bulging muscles means strength. I have to be strong if I want to be a proper knight. And I have to eat if I want to keep training. Time to feast. Ah, way to hit me where it hurts, Professor. I know I'll be in trouble if I don't train my brain, too. Anyone who can't get tactics can't be a proper knight. It's just, I'm no good at remembering that kind of stuff. And training my brain instead of my body makes me sleepy. What if I start training twice as hard? Then I should only have to study half as much, right? You really think so? I can't let that happen. I guess I have no choice. I'll prove I can do it. Wish me luck, Professor. For my training and for my studies.
Wish you more luck for your studies.
What is it? Did I do something wrong? Thanks so much! Not cool yet. Huh? I see. Please don't eavesdrop on my singing anymore, okay? This was great.
You're welcome. It was only an accident.
It is a perfect day to exert oneself. Yeah, that'll work. We got through that without trouble.
will master. Perhaps I've been well taught.
So this is how it's done.
I'm really getting the hang of this.
I think I get it now.
Got a grasp on this. It's starting to make sense.
A new path to...
I've popped.
True.
Sergey.
Guess.
You really think...
I'm getting...
No. Just watch. Never under. I am quite pleased. Never under.
That way.
Thanks for...
Professor.
Ahem. Ladies and gentlemen, my sincerest apologies for the wait. Thank you for gathering here on the eve of the highly anticipated ball to bear witness to the Academy-wide dance competition. Welcome to the White Heron Cup! The acclaimed former songstress of the Mittelfrank Opera Company, Manuela Casagranda!
Yes, yes, thank you. Oh, and it should go without saying, but I swear to show no bias to my own house. Got it? Good.
Last but not least, the glamorous assassin who does all of her dancing in the dead of night, Shamir Navrand! The three of us swear on our honor to judge the following proceedings with utmost impartiality and fairness. And with that, will the representatives of each house please make their way to the stage? Contestants, are you ready to dance? And is the band prepared to play? Very well. Begin! Time! That's all, folks! Splendid! All three of you were fantastic! Now, let's hear what the judges have to say.
Oh my, let's see. I suppose I have no choice but to vote for the Black Eagle House. Your performance was exhilarating. My heart is still beating a mile a minute.
I vote for the Blue Lion House. The way you carried yourself was striking.
Great feedback, both of you. Well then, let's see. Factoring in my own humble opinion, yes, we have a winner! And I will announce who it is right now, without any delay. The winner of this year's White Heron Cup is the Blue Lion House!
I won? There must be some mistake.
Once more, please give a big round of applause for our talented participants.
Thank you. We got through that without...
I think well worth the effort.
I appreciate your effort.
Good bear. Yeah.
I am Ferdinand von Ayer.
way.
I'm on it. Just give up.
Ready.
Stay focused.
Oh no.
I got this.
I will prevail.
Let's get to it.
Battle.
When she don't get this.
Oh, lovely.
I'm on a roll.
Up there.
Strength in action. Still.
This was beneath me. That went as expected.
Predictable. Should I have held back?
You're finished! Seems I prevailed.
Rage. Fucking rage.
Just give up.
Whoops.
Careful, please. You're a big help.
Predictable.
Let the lesson begin!
Each battle, a chance to grow.
This.
No hesitation!
Should I have held
Hey,
back?
nice finish.
Predictable.
The mark of nobility.
I did not actually kill someone.
I am spent.
Empress skill.
Too slow. I will.
I'm on it.
As expected.
Any.
I call that a win.
Nice try. Defenseless, are we? Try this on for size.
God damn, would you use this in experience?
Stand aside.
I prevailed.
This and
They
voted.
say.
You didn't even do much. About to go pour me a nice little whiskey. And use the restroom. So I'll be back here shortly. Alright. Some whiskey, gonna finish out this beer. Go on first.
I am Ferdinand von Iron.
I got this. Time for second. Should have trained better. Guess I'm still growing.
This was beneath me.
Stay focused.
Let us away.
I'm on it.
Oh no.
Battle.
Ready.
Let's get to it. I will prevail.
Won that.
Equitable loss.
I am spent. I am... Can I go now?
You're here for
give up. So obvious.
Bang, did you get some new cheers?
Too slow.
Only a fool challenges me.
Heck yeah.
Luck is always on my side. Enlightening.
My brother will be pleased.
Anywhere I can hide.
Another one down.
Yeah. Here, yes.
Watch and learn.
That went as expected.
Get out of here! Sorry, don't know my own strength.
I can't wait to challenge you.
Hey, you had no choice.
Got him!
Nice job, bringing it together.
there you are. I have a request for you. It has to do with that plot to assassinate Lady Rhea. The bishop leading the Western Church was somehow involved. Enough is enough. So now the Knights of Seiros have been tasked with putting the bishop down. I thought you and your students could come with us. Because you wield the Sword of the Creator. Lady Rhea is going to personally execute the bishop. I have been appointed as her guard. I want your help protecting her. So, what do you say?
Excuse me. I'd like to come along.
Ash, you were listening in? It's not up to you whether you can come along.
Please, this is important to me.
Your adoptive father, Lord Lonato, had connections to the Western Church. I understand that you want answers. But our objective is to punish, not to investigate. We can't let you jeopardize the mission.
I won't get in the way. I promise.
What do you say, Professor? Keep in mind, we would be bringing the whole class, not just Ash.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I guess it's fine. Get ready then.
My thank you so much. I am grateful.
I thank you.
I have
Hey,
gratitude.
Sheen.
There she is. Archbishop Rhea.
They're using the...
It won't do any...
They've shown themselves at least. All right. You got a death wish? Come at me! Please, Professor, don't let Lady Rhea get hurt. Our mission isn't just to wipe out all the enemies, but also to protect Lady Rhea.
I'll give it my all.
I'll crush them all.
Oh no.
Circle.
Ready.
Stay focused.
Let us away.
I'm on it.
I will prevail.
I got this.
Let's get to it.
Sorry. Don't know my own strength.
you, little pony.
Anywhere I can hide.
Be gone. I like how this.
It's the least I could do. I am.
Lady Rhea! Hold the line! Don't let them...
I don't think I'm too worried about Lady Rhea.
Fool!
Got it. Good to go.
The only outcome.
Should have trained better. Still.
Witness my power.
All for Lady Rhea.
I can always depend on you.
this.
Sorry.
Nice job, Ash.
Another one down. Can I get...
You're out of luck.
Eat his ass.
That should do.
Should I have held back?
You bro.
My brother will be pleased.
Over already?
That takes care of that. Why, thank
Just
you
now
so
I know
much.
I damn well fucked up.
I am grateful.
I thank you.
niye gördüğünüz sonra?
There, Archbishop Rhea.
Please, Professor.
Stay focused.
I'll give it my all.
Ready.
Let us away.
Oh no.
I'm on it.
I will prevail.
I'll crush them all.
Let's get to it.
I got this.
That takes care of that. So nice of you.
Am I done yet? Can I go now?
You have been judged.
By the grace of the goddess.
Lady Rhea, hold the line. Don't let them
Stand aside! I prevailed.
You're out of luck. That was nuts. Not so fast. Predictable.
It's over.
As expected.
Fuck around and find out shit, ain't you?
This can't be.
How lovely.
continues.
Nice try. You're finished. Seems I prevailed.
Really?
Take over for me?
Apostates will suffer the...
Damn, you're actually able to damage you.
Sorry, don't know my own strength.
Your defeat was inevitable. Allow me to demonstrate.
That works out really nice.
Apostates, you sully the name of the goddess!
You are the apostates. The goddess is with me. Got him. Last try. Pure grit.
Another one down. Kick.
Can I go now? What? That really helped. Am I done yet? It's a lot.
Bitch, then I'm gonna fucking murder your ass.
Get out of here! Should have trained better.
So obvious. Guess I've.
That is that. It seems that taking out the priest has stopped the reinforcements coming over here. We should be able to stop the reinforcements coming from the other side by taking care of the other priest.
Hey, thanks.
Stay down! All for Lady Rhea.
You're incredible.
Can I go now?
Alright, you did.
It's the least I could do. A bit. I understand.
Too slow.
Defenseless, are we?
Item for
Damn.
I will get stronger.
Nice try. Try this on for size. Yeah! Oh!
You weren't ready.
Cheers.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Good to go. I got this.
Try to keep up!
Ah, missed me. Now you gotta let that horse's ass.
Just give up.
They will not be able to send any more.
Good work, Lady Rhea.
I'll manage.
I'd like to take it easy.
Get the trick.
Fighting is what I do.
Sweet salvation.
Don't work.
Let's get to it.
You're out of luck. Can't get ahead of myself. If only my...
Goddess, have mercy. Forgive them their sins and save their souls.
I need a little
Would have
whiskey.
been better if we'd captured the bishop, but they didn't make it easy for us. What now, Lady Rhea?
We must go to the headquarters of the Western Church. Perhaps there is still someone there who knows what has transpired.
Let us help too. It may not be much, but we'll do whatever we can.
I am sure you will be a great help. I am glad to have you by my side.
Person there.
Why, thank you so much.
Thanks, Professor. I really appreciated your help with the investigation. That's it for today. Head back to Garreg Mach. The church will have to choose a new bishop and do whatever else is necessary to rebuild the Western Church. Lady Rhea is grateful to all of you. She said she would send along a reward. You should feel very proud. Receiving a gift directly from Lady Rhea is exceedingly rare. Still, that was a real mess, huh? For them to come out and charge us so boldly. As am I. We kept Lady Rhea safe, thanks to you. Hey, where did Ash go? Haven't seen him for a while. That may be it. I hope he's not getting in the way. There you are, Ash. We were just talking about... Why the brooding expression? Hey, what's that bundle of papers in your hand?
This was given to me. It has to do with my family. I haven't finished reading it all yet. But I think it might offer some clues about something I need to know. Professor, Catherine, thank you for letting me come with you on this mission. I'd better get ready to go.
It's a little painful to watch. I do hope that those papers, whatever they are, will help him get over his past. I suppose it's time for us to start heading back to the monastery.
Yeah, let's go. Go murder some.
Oh, it's you. Out late again, I see. What brings you here? Is it that obvious? I despise being cooped up when sleep evades me. I just have to get some fresh air. So I see. Still, it's ill-advised to stay up so late. I should get some sleep too, but... Have you ever felt a sort of longing for the outdoors? I have. There are times I long for the warmth of the sun, for a sweet breeze on my face. Do you remember what I told you the other night? About my past? None of my siblings had a chance to lead the sort of life they deserved. An ordinary life. My siblings and I we were imprisoned underground, beneath the palace. The objective was to endow our bodies with the power of a major crest. I have always possessed the crest of Seiros, inherited through the Hresvelg bloodline. But it was only a minor crest, and most of my siblings bore no crest at all. In order to create a peerless emperor to rule Fodlan, they violated our bodies by cutting open our very flesh. Now here I stand, the fruit of that endeavor, Edelgard von Hresvelg. But that came at too high a price. The others were sacrificed. Ours weren't the only lives devastated by that terrible process. Innocents died as well, without even knowing what they were dying for. And there you have it, the truth of the Hresvelg's empire. It is. But when you see my true strength, you will know that I speak the truth. I have kept it hidden all this time, but I will reveal to you the power of my second crest. It is the same as yours, the Crest of Flames. When it manifested for me, I swore a silent oath. For the sake of my family, and for all the poor souls whose lives were traded for my existence. For their sake, I will build a world where such meaningless sacrifice is never again sanctioned. As Emperor, I will change the world. I swear it. The ball is tomorrow. I have no worthwhile memories of such events, yet I'm still looking forward to this one.
As am I. In the sense that I look forward to destroying all of the unworthy suitors who will inevitably swarm Lady Edelgard.
I will admit, Edelgard is adorable. However, when it comes to elegance on the dance floor, I am superior.
You're not a bad dancer, Ferdy, but you do have some moves that are hard to watch.
You honor me with your kind words. I understand that I am sometimes too dazzling to behold directly.
I'm envious of your positive attitude. I also know how to dance, in theory. Maybe I should participate as well.
Not me! You wouldn't catch me dancing at a ball any sooner than you'd catch a fish swimming through the sky!
Well, you do tend to flop around like a fish on the land after all.
Why would you say that? Now I feel like a fish on a skillet.
On a skillet. Never mind.
Speaking of the ball, do we get to pick who we dance with? I wonder who I should ask.
A bold subject change. Should Lady Edelgard wish it, I would be honored to.
I will fight with all that I have within me. Fighting? No, that's not really the point. I will not be as a fish upon the flame. Okay.
I have a proposition. Let's all agree to meet back at the monastery exactly 5 years from today.
Like a class reunion? It's a great idea.
5 years from today will be the Millennium Festival for Garreg Mach Monastery. I've heard the magnitude of the festivities will exceed all prior years.
Oh, how exciting! Sounds like a great excuse to come visit our dear professor.
You will be seeing how much growing I have done. You will be pleased, Professor. This idea is good.
Who knows where each of us will be in 5 years' time, or who we will become. Still, I have faith that all of us will gather and celebrate our reunion.
That's assuming the professor is still here in 5 years, and not enjoying a cozy early retirement.
Even if that's the case, you will come, won't you? Whether or not you're still teaching here. Don't forget, my teacher. Even if the Millennium Festival should be cancelled, I promise to return here.
Actually, dropping a lot more hands.
Running away? I understand. You hardly had the time to breathe in there. It must be hard to be the favorite teacher at the ball. Poor professor. Was that a joke? I find it hard to tell with you. Just think of all the students begging you to dance. But where is there to run? This place is filled with joyful students looking for a dance. Ah, I see. The Goddess Tower waits for you.
What's going on?
Hello, Professor. I just needed a quick break from the festivities. Fancy running into you here. I beg your pardon? Absolutely not. It is simply a coincidence. The heir to the great House of Ire, chasing after a woman in the dead of night? The very thought of it! Anyway, seeing you here, I cannot help but recall the legend of the Goddess Tower. It is said that when a man and a woman meet here by chance on the night of the ball, their paths become one. The goddess blesses them and ensures a harmonious union. Indeed, that is how it goes. Or at least, that is the version I heard. How long have we known each other now? About 9 months, by my count. The passage of time is swift indeed. Listen, I need to tell you something. After I graduate, I must pass stern judgment on my father. His greed got the better of him. He has strayed far from the righteous path. As the next Duke Ire, I will succeed him as Prime Minister, and it will fall to me to hold him accountable. Only then can I justly guide the Empire's subjects and work to create a better world. That is my dream, my will, and my future. I pray that I will have the courage to fulfill my solemn duty, and that I will have your support. Thank you. Knowing that you are on my side, I feel unstoppable. Well, shall we head back? Plenty of people must be wondering where you went. Specifically, the legions of men who would like to dance with you. To be honest, I count myself among them.
Alright then, let's dance, motherfucker.
seems that everyone is having a delightful time. Will you not dance some more? How dull of you. Had I a body of my own? Oh, I would sing and dance until I fell upon the ground.
Oh, you don't.
You?
This is what I thought it was.
Do as you will. Ah, you're not the only one who feels that way. Look over there.
Hooray.
I'm bored beyond compare. Will you not follow her? Oh, come on, hurry up. I know that you are curious to see what she is up to. I hear someone singing from over there. Song. I feel that I have heard it in the past. Actually, it is not that I have heard it. Did I once sing that song to someone? No. There's more. I wrote this song. Oh, but how could that be so? If that were true, then how could she be singing it? Unless... No. I am suddenly so exhausted. As are you, no doubt? Quickly then, to bed with you.
Bye, Dad. Second one, I want to go dance.
Oh, you go right ahead. I'll be right here. The better the weather, the less crowded it is in here. I can't pass up having all the space to myself. I love feeling like I'm all alone in the world. Oh, that. Well, I guess I can tell you, Professor. My father's obsessed with money. He's only ever seen me as bait for a rich husband. To train me to be a good wife, he'd do things like tie me to a chair. I tried hard to do as he asked. Honestly, I did. But before I knew it, I just couldn't bring myself to leave my room anymore. I just had this overwhelming feeling of fear all the time. No matter how hard I tried, my father never thought I was good enough. After that, it was just constant scolding. He couldn't say 2 words to me without mentioning how useless I was. An unmarriageable girl. My life was isolated, to say the least. I wasn't allowed to play with other kids, let alone make friends. Soon, I stopped wanting that. I was happiest alone, but even that made him mad. And when he tried to drag me outside, I kicked and screamed so much, I seriously hurt myself. He's calmed down a bit in recent years. His constant torment was replaced with complete indifference. He mostly acts like I don't exist now. If you can believe it, I was basically kidnapped. My mother ordered an attendant to stuff me in a bag while I was sleeping. By the time I figured out what was going on, I was already here. For a while, I was sure I was going to die. But here I am. Look at me. Still breathing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you down talking like that about my past. Just forget everything I told you. There's no point in talking about myself anyway. Idiot! Oh, this is why everyone hates you, Bernie! What? No, it's not... Oh, Professor! How can you be so kind to me? I don't deserve it.
You do.
I'm sorry. Please don't look at me.
Okay, Bernie.
Thank you.
Go on, Mimi. That is sour.
Captain? Captain! Where are you? Hey, Professor, have you seen your old man? Too bad. I guess it will have to be you then.
I'm back. Sorry for the delay. My last mission took longer than expected.
Captain! Thank goodness you're here. There are reports of demonic beasts near the chapel.
Nonsense. I haven't heard anything about the monastery's walls being breached.
That's why I'm heading there now, to see what's really going on. You'll join as well, won't you?
Of course. We're both sworn to protect this place.
It's odd. Just before they appeared, someone saw a number of students heading toward the chapel. They were apparently acting strange, as though they weren't in their right minds. Shortly after, demonic beasts started to appear, one after another.
The students. There's no way those demonic beasts got in from the outside. But none of that matters right now. We need to act. Go summon your students. Damn it. I wanted to talk to you about something important, but there's no time. There's never any damn time. But this is much more urgent, so it can hold for now. I'll meet you there.
Thank you.
I am grateful.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You really are? I'll head that way. The rest of you, protect the students.
Help me! These
You stupid beat.
Stay focused.
And something shows.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre. I'm on it.
I got this.
Let's get to it.
Ready.
I will prevail.
Oh no.
I'll give it my all.
Battle.
Beast. There's a stone or something on its forehead.
Let the lesson begin!
The demonic beasts were actually students. How can this be?
see.
Careful, please. I owe you one. I'm on it.
Don't underestimate!
This is...
I was so scared.
Sorry.
You saved me! Thank you.
There isn't a trace of evidence to be found in the chapel. This must have something to do with Remire. Perhaps...
Wait!
Another student? Run along now.
Thanks for all your help, sir. You're just a pathetic old man. How dare you get in the way of my brilliant plan, dog?
Run along now.
Thanks for all your help, sir. Huh? What are you doing here?
You must survive, merely because there is still a role that I require you to fulfill.
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to leave you now. To think that the first time I saw you cry, your tears would be for me. It's sad, and yet I'm happy for it. Thank you, kid.
So this is where your father lived. Hmm? Are you still crying? If turning back the hands of time was not enough to save his life, you must accept what came to pass was fate.
Be right back. Yeah.
Agreed. We cannot let the wicked ones run free. Oh, your father said to look for something here. He must have been referring to whatever is behind that bookcase there. Your father's diary. Huh. His handwriting is prettier than his face would suggest. Well, well. These entries here are from before your birth. He seems to have been writing this for quite some time. Read that part there. Horsebow Moon, year 1159.
Day 20 of the Horsebow Moon. All is cloudy. I can't believe she's dead. Lady Rhea said she died during childbirth. But is that the truth? And still, the child she traded her life for doesn't make a sound. Didn't even cry at birth. Day 25 of the Horsebow Moon. It's raining. The baby doesn't laugh or cry. Not ever. Lady Rhea says not to worry about a baby that doesn't cry. It isn't natural. I had a doctor examine the child in secret. He said the pulse is normal, but there's no heartbeat. No heartbeat. Day 2 of the Wyvern Moon. Sunny. I feel I must take the child and leave. But the church is always watching us. I don't know what Lady Rhea has planned. I used to think the world of Lady Rhea. Now I'm terrified of her. Day 8 of the Wyvern Moon. More rain. I used the fire that broke out last night to fake the child's death. Lady Rhea is in a state over the news, but I can't change what I've done. I've got to take the child and leave.
Well now, that baby must be you. That means... Someone is approaching us.
Ah, here you are. To think that that Geralt would meet his end like that. I hope you know that you were the most important thing in the world to him. He wasn't the most emotional guy. I'm sure expressing his affection wouldn't have come naturally to him. After what's happened, it's up to me now. I, Alois, swear to protect you in the captain's stead. Sorry. This isn't the time for my blathering. Lady Rhea is looking for you. I came to tell you that. I'll take my leave now.
This book is filled with secrets yet unknown. We must return another time to read the rest. Oh, but I have at least figured one thing out. I know now why our fates are intertwined.
Why?
Professor, I have been waiting for you. I am filled with grief at the loss of our most celebrated knight. Geralt was an ally of many years, and also a dear friend. It was a long while back. At the time, Geralt was a soldier of the kingdom. He was injured in battle, and I saved him just as he was about to perish. That was our first meeting. After that, he became a knight of Seiros. He gave his all in service of the church. He fell in love with one of the nuns here at Garreg Mach. Their love produced a child, whom she died giving birth to. It was her decision. She weighed her own life against that of her child's and, in the end, implored me to save the child. Your father never truly accepted that decision. He took the child, took you, and disappeared without warning. Your mother. She was my...
Sorry for the interruption, Lady Rhea. There's something you must hear immediately. A report from the knights patrolling the area.
Very well. Professor, you are dismissed for the day. Please rest and focus only on mending your heart. Understood?
Fucking whore.
Part 1. White Clouds. Guardian Moon. Where the goddess dwells. Long ago, the guardian Seiros made an appearance during this moon. She had been summoned by the goddess, whose soul was suffering as the flames of war raged across Fodlan. Some believe that high in the sky above Seiros, the Immaculate One's mighty wings are what powered the strong winds carrying the Guardian and her forces into battle.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Go. Go.
You're here again. Professor, you've been crying. So, even you cry sometimes. Oh, I suppose that was thoughtless of me to say. Long ago, someone said the same thing to me. Are you waiting for time to heal your wounds? Or have you curled up in a corner and lost the will to carry on? It does. You've lost yourself. Only you can truly understand your own sadness. Others can sympathize or even empathize, but all anyone else can offer are the tears of an outsider looking in. So I have no intention of crying for you, or of standing still with you. All I can do is promise to reach out my hand when the time comes for me to move forward. The mysterious organization that was carrying out experiments in Remire Village and the chapel, they're up to something near Garreg Mach. The Archbishop has sent the Knights to undertake a large-scale investigation. No information has surfaced yet, but our enemies will soon be discovered. When they are, will you lead us into battle? Or will you just sit here, with no thought for the future that is fast approaching? My teacher, there is a choice to be made. I hope you make the right one.
My. She really is quite arrogant. She spoke her mind without an ounce of reservation. But she is right. The time has come to stand again. You know already what your answer is.
Yes. But...
Oh, thank you. You saved me.
If you were to die, then the mystery of our bodies would be revealed. Preventing that was my only aim. I'm afraid you must remain, Kronya. There is something I need you to do.
Oh, of course. I am always happy to cooperate with Solon. Leave it to me.
How annoying. Flame Emperor, is she offending you? Unfortunately, we cannot take our eyes off her, so there is nothing to be done. You are our greatest creation. We use the defiled beast's blood as the fuel to your flame, that you may burn even the gods. Now is the time to cleanse Fodlan with that power and bring forth our salvation.
There will be no salvation for you and your kind. Those responsible for such gruesome deeds in Duscur and Enmar.
All so that you may acquire the strength you need. All for a purpose.
Thank you. Excuse me.
Professor, I know forgive me. Just know that.
Practice you.
Professor, I know how I lost. Forgive me. Just know that I appreciate.
Do you have time for a request?
Let's see. Here.
Impressive. Thanks.
That ring! I have seen it before. Ah, I know. Gerald showed that ring to you beside a grave. Do you recall? He said he wished for you to have that ring one day. That means it's yours. He also said that you should gift that ring to someone special.
Alright, go out and down.
Unbelievable. I heard I knew him. He was always... Hey, how about a favor?
Professor.
Yeah.
Professor, she really loved...
First Tomas, both Tomas. It was reported as if perhaps thinking of it like that, how they managed.
Excuse me. Professor!
I have some. It's about the weapon that killed Gerald. Will you listen? It was a dagger, but I know enough to know it wasn't an ordinary dagger. It wasn't made of iron or steel because, well, because whatever it was, the wound it left wasn't normal. Who could make a blade like that, do you figure?
Manuela and I can take on some of your workload this month. We can't do all the teaching, but at least we can lighten the load for you. I've always seen strength in your eyes. I know you'll recover. You're a very strong person.
I'm getting it. I will. No problem.
I'm in... No. My efforts... Praise isn't... I'm in... I have a question.
By any chance, are you just...
Professor.
Excuse me, Professor. May I have a moment of your time? Ah, wonderful. I was hoping you might enlighten me. About yourself, that is. You see, I happen to be quite curious about you. Well, because there is something different about you. You possess an air of mystery. I could not help but notice when first we met. I am intrigued, to say the least. I find it rather difficult to put into words. Were I to wax poetic, I would say you remind me of the sea. Have you ever been, Professor? The sea is vast, bound within. It teems with life. Yet without, one is lucky to glimpse a fleeting shadow. And yet, all one must do is cast a line to grasp hold of all that life. You cannot see it at a glance, but it is there all the same. About fish, of course. Oh, bother. I got sidetracked, didn't I? Right. About the sea. During a storm, the once calm waters become mighty enough to overturn even the vastest ships. Not unlike you. You are calm. You carry yourself with poise. Yet you wield great power. My brother was uncertain of you at first. He once referred to you as a youth of dubious origin. Oh, but please do not think ill of him. He is incredibly dedicated to his work. So surely you'll understand why he would have doubts about one of whom he knows so little. Nobody even seems to know your age. Incidentally, how old are you? Wait, you do not know your own age? You truly are mysterious. Looking at you, it is quite difficult for me to determine. I wonder... Could you be younger than your own students? Who? Me? Well, I am roughly the same age as the other youths here. Be that as it may, it is simply not the case. Oh, by the way, you should know I had actually been considering enrolling in the academy for a while. I have endured hard times, but I am so grateful that those very experiences led to my acceptance at the academy. Oh, my apologies. I am sure you have much work to do. I will not keep you any longer. We must speak again sometime, if that would be all right. Have a lovely day.
We're due for a minute.
It is a perfect day to exert oneself. Yeah, that'll work. It is done.
I'm getting closer.
Singing with others is a nice change of pace. Usually I do it when I'm alone. I can't sing very loud.
chosen by
I'm pleased to have. I adore them. I am grateful. Yes. I see. Yes. Of course. Of course.
Oh, no, it's an accident.
Have confidence. I see. It will be nice to gain a better understanding of each other. This crown is rather elaborate, but it has been passed down through generations of archbishops. It will be nice to gain a better understanding of each. I see. How quickly this delightful time has passed. However, we must return to our work.
Alright, we're gonna save. And I'm gonna take a little break, get some food in my system. Things like that, maybe take a nap and come back